Okay, we have a rusty muffler on our Mini Cooper, and you have a big rust hole there, pipe had rusted away from here, and we have the pipe completely rusted away from the muffler, and I kind of considered welding that back on, but it was awful rusty, and there's obviously a big hole right here. I couldn't see this stuff from the bottom. Every muffler that I found by application comes in this format right here. Now that muffler would fit the car just fine. I could use the original strap. The original strap's still good, and I could bolt it right on, slide that over our pipe, clamp it right there. That would hook to the original mount. It'd be beautiful. But take a look at that price tag. $159.99. Now I understand why. It's got that huge pipe on it, so of course it's going to be expensive. But what about shipping? When I click and estimate shipping on that thing, it's expensive. I don't remember the exact number, but it was maybe $100, maybe a little bit more than $100. It might have been $90. I can't. When you add the shipping to this price here, that makes it one very expensive part. Well, I tried to look up buying it locally, and our local O'Reilly Auto Parts stocks one, but it's just as much as this one plus shipping. Now, this one terminates right here at the pipe, which I think is a good idea. This one up here includes the resonator, and that one's even more money at $233 plus shipping. Now here's the problem. I would love to keep this thing stock, and I would love to put in a muffler like that. Or let's even just say a muffler like that. My pipe is just fine. I don't need a pipe. My muffler's the problem. So if they would sell a muffler like that with a coupler right there, I would be buying that all day long. But I can't find anything like that anywhere. So I've researched some options of what muffler to put on this car, and the solution I've come up with I'm pretty happy with. I've ordered 2 different universal style mufflers from the local auto parts store. Didn't like them, sent them back, found a third one that was good. I found a Bosel that would be really nice. The driver of this car can't wait to get this car finished for me to mail order this part. And I found that it fits really nice. I've held it up in there. Let me show you what I got. Okay, when we took the muffler out, we found no rubber in the mount here, and this bolt was already broken off. We didn't try and remove it. It was broken when we got to it, and I'm a little worried that this one might break when we take it out. And on the other side, the exact same thing, no rubber in the mount, this bolt broken off, and so we'll get a gun and see if the other 2 bolts break off. And that one came out just fine. And that one came out fine also. Now I'm pretty sure that 1 bolt on each side with the right muffler hanger would hang this just fine. I'm just kind of particular, and I wanted to have both bolts in there. So let's take a look. This is the trunk area up above here. Let's take a look at the trunk area and see if we can do anything with that. Okay, I've pulled the stuff out of the trunk, and there's the jack and the related stuff there. And this is the area of the muffler here. And you can see here that there's some type of plate, and then there's the head of a bolt and the head of a bolt there. This may be one plate. And obviously there's some soundproofing tarry stuff there. Same thing with the other side over here. But I really think if I put an air hammer to the bolt, it'll just drive it up through there. Hopefully it won't drive this plate up also. I think we'll just have Cortland air hammer
from the bottom, and I'll watch this area and see what happens.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, the bracket is coming up with the broken bolt. Obviously you can see it as we beat on it, some of the tarry stuff broke away, which is just fine by me. But the bolt is not coming loose without the bracket, and I've tried to pry up on this and I feel like I'm going to tear the sheet metal down below. I don't know whether this is just really bonded on there really well, or if it's actually welded in place. But I'm not liking the way, I'm not okay with it tearing the sheet metal here. Don't want water intrusion in the car or something like that. Although there's a heat shield down below that would probably protect most of it. But I'm going to beat this back down flat and just take a grinder wheel and grind the head off of this. Okay, I put some cardboard in here to contain the sparks a little. Clean up a little bit in there. Okay, I'm going to slide under and see if I can drive that up out of there now. Yay. Now that isn't threaded, I just used the threads to force it through because it was a little mangled and not wanting to go through easily. I'll probably put a little tack weld right there. This second side was quite a bit harder because it was close in here, so I put a piece of aluminum around here to protect it from the sparks, and just keep working at it, you can get it. At one point I did drive upwards on it and it bent this bracket up this way, and that bend in the bracket made it a lot easier for me to grind on it with this grinder wheel here. So if you need to try that, do that also. But honestly, as I said earlier, this would probably be just fine with one bolt if I had the right hanger. I'm not comfortable with putting the original style hanger in there with one bolt on it. So, but there are hangers available in the aftermarket that take one bolt, and this bolt here and this bolt here would have hung it just fine with two of those hangers and supported the weight just fine. So if you don't want the headache that I'm going through right now, simply take it to an exhaust shop and they'll weld some stuff in there, make it just fine. There's the part number of the exhaust hanger. I got two of them, of course. These mounts kind of have a long side, but it's obvious based on the witness marks which way it goes. I like it. So here's what we've ended up with. It's fitting really well. I kind of wish I would have got a mandrel bent one rather than this, but there was a time crunch, so I had to get what I can get locally and not mail order it. So I kind of would like this to be a little bit forward so we could have a stub pipe sticking out here. I might just cut this off here and then put a short stub pipe out. But I can probably gain a little bit by cutting this pipe off just a little bit shorter. Get it up just a little farther here, maybe another inch. I like it that way. I think that's gonna work. Now we need to work on getting the mount in there. And here's the strap with it modified to fit the muffler. I'll just need to take some rod and weld it up to hook to the mounts. And this project has taken a lot more time than I wanted it to. I'm probably going to put like a slight angle on this so that water can't get into the bottom of the tube. And obviously I need to weld this here and weld this here. I did end up having to pull the pipe out, right, disconnecting it right here, and these bolts were really rusted, so I had to heat them in order to weld this all the way around because I couldn't get to the top of it. This ended up a little close right there, but I think I can reshape it just a little bit. I've got the mount tack welded in place, and I'll be pulling it out and doing the final tacks on it by disconnecting it here, and then and I'll show you one more once we're done. Okay, so I had to pull this out in order to finish welding this right here. And you see there, one of my welds actually even turned out pretty. I'm a mechanic, not a welder, but this is what I ended up with. And I'm pretty darn happy with it. Okay, I had to pull the pipe back out one more time in order to do the final weld all the way around it. And I did the same over here. And I just gotta cut the tip off and bolt it back in. All done. Really turned out well, but it was a lot of work, and I have to say it would be a lot easier probably to just take it to a muffler shop and let them butcher something in there. Or order the exact right assembly that I didn't want to order to save money, but it cost me a bunch of time. If you want to financially contribute to the continued production of my videos, then visit my website at www.kansascitytdi.com and find the donate icon, and don't forget to like and subscribe. So let's see how it sounds. Not too bad. It's definitely not too loud. Definitely not perfectly stock. I think it's a good repair. FYI, we could get a Borla muffler this exact same size and do this exact same repair if you wanted some performance stuff on your Mini Cooper.